Hey, welcome to the part 2 of the video series on fraction. So, in the previous video, I put my whole stress or the emphasis on telling you that what a fraction is, actually what's introduction to fraction, and then I, put my whole emphasis on telling you what this line actually means, that all the parts have to be equal, and I hope that I am successful in explaining to you that what do we mean by this, all parts have to be equal. Now, the next thing that is very important in this definition, the next line is the whole may be a single object or a group of objects, and where this fraction is actually telling about a whole. Say for the whole may be a single object or a group of objects. Now I'm sure that you would be getting confused that, hey, what's that? So I hope that till whatever we have discussed until now is till now it's very clear to you. Let's go to this discussion. Okay, we have whatever we have discussed till now was, we took only one object as a whole. We took one object as a whole, but what if we take group of objects as a whole? So let's discuss that portion. So let me remove a little bit. Let me remove this thing. Next, delete this. I'll take this. Next, let me put this here. Okay. So this was our pizza. Okay. Now let's say that we have 6 pizza. So you have one pizza, you have, or just take 4 pizza. Okay, this is 2 pizza, this is the 3rd pizza, and this is 4th pizza. What I mean here, all these pizzas are of equal size, whatever their diameter, their radius, or everything is equal. So I know that they are not looking equal, but assume them. Okay, suppose that they all are equal. Okay, because we will concentrate our discussion now on this part, that a whole may be a single object or a group of objects. What we saw in the previous discussion was that we took only one pizza and we considered it as a whole, one complete unit. We took it as a one complete unit. In this, we have taken 4 pizza of equal sizes. And let's suppose that this whole collection of 4 pizza is a single unit, that's a whole. We are talking about a whole. So if I say that this is my whole, this is my whole. When we discuss only one pizza, we took it as a whole, and whatever fraction we told you what was on the basis of that. But in this case, I am taking this collection of 4 pizza as whole, or a single unit. It's a single unit for me in this case. What does that mean? That means that this is my one whole part. In this case, this was one whole part. In this case, this one whole part. And therefore, the way we divided this pizza into 4 equal parts, in this scenario, actually we have 4 equal pizzas, and if we just relate to what we discussed here, since this is one whole part, we have 4 equal pizzas, just similar to 4 equal parts of that pizza. This whole part has been divided into 4 equal parts. I hope that you are not getting confused. Here, this one pizza was a whole thing or a single unit. In this case, we have 4 pizzas, and we are now considering it as a one single unit. We'll focus our discussion on this one single unit, or we'll take this collection of 4 pizzas as a whole. So therefore this collection will be of 4 equal parts. This is one part, this is one part, this is one part, this is one part, another one part. So this will be one part out of how many parts? 4. This will be another one part out of how many parts? 4. This will be another one part out of how many parts? 4. This will be another one part out of how many parts? Out of 4. Okay, so this is the 1/4 of this whole, this is 1/4 of this whole, this is 1/4 of this whole, this is 1/4 of this whole. We say it like this, okay, 1/4. How? 1/4. Okay, if it would have been like 1/6, then this will be, this is 1, this will be 6th. Okay, we'll discuss that later. Okay, now 4 equal parts again came in this discussion, but this time we have discussed another important point, that the whole may be a single object like what we discussed here, or a group of objects what we have discussed here. Here in this case we have 4 equal objects making a complete whole or a single unit, and on the basis of that we are representing this part as 1/4, it's a fraction, this as 1/4 as a fraction, this is 1/4 as a fraction, this is 1/4 as a fraction. Now if a person, again that same person A, comes and take this one pizza of this whole collection, the person A will say that, hey, you know what, I have taken this one pizza, therefore I have 1/4 of this whole. Why? Because it took, this is telling this person A is having one part of this whole out of 4 equal parts. If this person says that I have taken this one and I have taken this one also, this time that person is having 2 equal parts of this whole single unit. So this person will say that, hey, now I have actually 2 equal parts out of 4 equal parts, out of 4 total parts that this collection has been divided into. If this person says I have taken this one also, I have taken this one also, I am going to take this one also. Now this person is having actually 3 equal parts out of the 4 equal parts, this total parts this unit has been divided into. This person is greedy and this person says that, hey, I'm not going to stop here, I'm going to take this 4th part also of this collection. So now this person is having actually the 4 equal parts out of the 4 parts, total parts this each single unit or collection has been divided into. So can you see the correlation? In this example of one pizza, we consider, for our discussion or for our calculation or whatever, we are considering this pizza as our single unit or whole, and we are performing fraction on the basis of that by dividing into 4. First we divided this pizza into 2 equal parts, and then we divided this pizza into 4 equal parts, and again equal parts, and whole was a single object. This was a single object, but now our whole or a single unit is actually the collection of objects. We have pizzas here, and this time this is the one part, this is another one part, this is another one part, and this is another one part. Okay, now we have discussed each and every point of this definition of fraction in a deep, very deeply. Okay, and I hope that you're not getting confused. So this is what actually a fraction is. Fraction tells you that if you are considering anything as a whole, it can be a single object that is representing a whole, or it can be collection of same objects, and that is being considered as a whole or a single unit. And then if you divide that whole in equal parts, then you can calculate the fraction. Then you will tell that if you're taking that one part of that fraction of that division, then you can say that what fraction actually you're having. Okay. Now, you can clearly see that in these examples that it's 1 by 4, it's 2 by 4, it's 3 by 4, and it's 4 by 4. In every fractions, whatever you are seeing here, you can clearly see that okay, so one important thing, that whenever you see something like this, 1 by 4, 2 by 4, or let's say it's A by B, if you see any such number or representation, remember one thing, this A will be numerator, this A will be numerator, okay, and this B will be denominator, this B will be denominator. This is very important point. Remember, if you see any number represented in the form of A by B, A divided by B, then the number or anything that is A here representing above this line is numerator, and below this division line, that is B, is denominator. So in this case, 1 is numerator, 4 is denominator, 2 is numerator, 4 is denominator, 3 is numerator, 4 is denominator, 4 is numerator, 4 is denominator. So in all these 1 by 4, 2 by 4, 3 by 4 and 4 by 4, you will notice one thing, that the numerator is actually either less than, or it is equal to, either less than, 1 is less than 4, 2 is less than 4, 3 is less than 4, equal, 4 is equal to 4. That's what denominator. It's less than or equal to denominator. Either they all are less than or they all are equal to denominator, and that's what actually a proper fraction is. That's what actually a proper fraction is. Whatever we have discussed till now is actually a proper fraction. Why the proper fraction? Because it's representing a fraction in a true sense. Now you will be saying that, hey, what's the meaning of a fraction in a true sense? I'm saying that they are strictly fraction. I'm saying that they are strictly fraction, or in a strict manner. They are fraction in a strict manner. Because if you will divide this 1 by 4, 2 by 4, 3 by 4 and 4 by 4, if you divide 4 by 4, you will get 1, and if you divide these numbers, you will always get, the result will be less than 1. And that's what actually a fraction is. Why less than 1? It's telling you actually the fraction of a single part. It's telling, if you are taking your whole as a single part, your single unit or whole, whatever you are saying, fraction will tell you a broken part, a equal piece of that single part or a whole. That's what actually a fraction is, and that's what actually a proper fraction is. That's the name. Why the name proper? Proper means it's strictly, in a strict manner, in a strict sense, it's a fraction. Then you will be thinking that what's an improper fraction? In that case, we'll have to wait for our further discussion. But let me tell you that in that case, your denominator will be smaller than the numerator. Denominator will be smaller than numerator, always. And that is why whenever, suppose it is 6 by 4, I'm not going to, in a very deep discussion on improper fraction, because it's a lengthy topic, and we will surely discuss in our next videos, couple of next videos. So if it's, you can see here, it is 6 by 4, 6 is numerator, and it is greater than 4. So just leave this topic for a future discussion. As of now, remember that they are improper because they are not truly a fraction. Okay, not a strict sense, they are not a fraction, but yes, they are fraction. And in this case, numerator will be greater than the denominator. But just focus here, the proper fraction means whatever we discussed here, they are truly a fraction. They are fraction in a true sense. And whatever we discussed till now, it's actually a proper fraction. We'll go, fraction is very important topic and students get confused often. Okay, we'll go into much more discussion in a couple of next videos. Please do watch them. Thanks for watching.